crazy shit. I'm just thinking of another crazy shit story. And this one has followed me throughout my life. And I hate to say it, but it involves spiders. So if you're a little queasy about spiders, you might want to stop right now. Well, it began in Cleveland, in a place called Beechwood. And this is my home where I grew up. We had lots of little spiders. They were called brown house spiders. And we didn't have a lot of them, but we would see them every so often. We'd see a spider, usually in a corner of a bedroom or somewhere. And unfortunately, my sister didn't like spiders, and to this day does not like spiders. And when she sees a spider, she has a panic attack. Growing up, she would call my name. I had to be the one who had to kill the spiders, because she couldn't do it. Apparently, she can do it now, but I've never witnessed it. Well, anyway, she'd call, Brad, kill the spider, and I'd have to run and kill the spider. I'd reach up wherever it was and smash it with a tissue and then throw it down the toilet. If I didn't kill the spider, she was convinced it was going to spin a web around her or go in her mouth or do something horrible. I'm not sure what. Well, anyway, that's how I grew up. Eventually, when I turned 22, I joined the Peace Corps, and I went to Cameroon, which is in the tropics. It's near the equator. You can imagine there are a lot of spiders. I lived in the northern part of the country, and I also went hiking in the southern part of the country. This was my home in the north. Doesn't look like much, but there were a lot of spiders there, which I had to take care of. And they weren't just in corners; they were all over the place. They weren't afraid of me. I was afraid of them, and I had to do some double takes sometime. I also went hiking through a forest. And there are a lot of spiders in there, and a lot of them were big, and they spun webs across my path and everything. And sometimes I pick up my head, and suddenly there's a spider in front of me, and I swear I saw blood dripping from those fangs. But I guess that's my imagination taking over me. But I remember seeing fangs, big bodies, long legs, right in front of me, and I had complete panic. And I brought a machete with me. It wasn't good for anything because I forgot to get it sharpened when I bought it. So it couldn't cut through any vines or anything. But it was good. If you notice, it's kind of in the shape of a cricket bat. So it's kind of good for whacking things. So whenever I saw one of those giant spiders, what did I do? Whack, whack, whack. And I'd be screaming, "Go to hell, you devil spawn. You're evil, evil. Die, die, die. You're too evil. You do not deserve to be on this earth." Oh, I really got satisfaction out of that. Well, they scared me so much. They deserve to die. They shouldn't have scared me. Now, I must be honest. There were some times when I was walking and I saw the spider on the side. Not in front of me. Not in my way. On the side. I still whacked it. I don't know. I got a little carried away. Well, anyway, by the way, I did a quick search of spiders in Cameroon. This is just the top part of the page. There are a lot more. This page just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. Spiders of all shapes, sizes, and sorts. None of them pleasant. Well, anyway, then I moved to Thailand. I lived in Bangkok for 16 years. And in 16 years, I realized I lived in 10 different homes. And each of these homes had spider problems. Well, lots of vegetation. And we grew fruit and vegetables and flowers. All kinds of things. Well, anyway, one time I walked into my apartment and when I was living alone, and I saw this on the wall. This apparently is a huntsman spider, and it's a good spider apparently. It kills other spiders, but it's big. Well, anyway, I panicked, I froze, I screamed, I ran out of my apartment. I got composure, I ran back in, I grabbed a broom, and I started chasing it, and it jumped at me. Wow! And I got control, and I chased it back out. It was gone. I never saw it again. About a year later, I came into a different apartment. Again, I'm still living alone, and I saw this on the floor. It looked like a manhole. I got a broom and a dustbin, and I tried to sweep it. And that was a bad mistake, because it jumped too. And I ran, and I panicked. Eventually, this one, I didn't run away. I killed it. I smashed it, and it splattered, and it was a big mess to clean up. I was not happy. It was just a horrible experience. A few years later, I was eating some fruit like this. It's very nice, sweet fruit. Of all things, it's called snake fruit. Well, while I was eating the fruit, this spider crawled out of it. Can you imagine? It's kind of stuck inside of there. And this crawled out. Again, I freaked out and panicked. I never ate that fruit ever again. Later, I moved to Sudan. And in Sudan, this was my home, and I saw this on the wall. Ah!